Hey, business owners. If you set up your Google business profile 3 years ago and you haven't touched it since, then you're in trouble because Google has updated everything in 2026. There are five big updates that are going to make a big difference to your local ranking. Could make or break you. And most business owners don't know about any of them. Hi, I'm Gail from MapYourBiz. Okay, so here's what's happening. As of May 2026, Google made a core update and it's shaking up local rankings in a big way. So AI overviews are now showing up in 68% of searches. This isn't a test, this isn't a beta situation. This is permanent. Well, at least for now. So the old playbook is completely out the window. Well, let's go through the five updates that you need to know so that you can be prepared. Right. So, number one, AI. It's everywhere, it's all the rage, and Google is using it to their advantage. So, when people search for plumber near me now, the first thing people see is the AI summary. They're not even seeing the map pack anymore. It's AI summary and then the map pack. And so the crazy part for contractors is that there's even fewer businesses showing up in that AI generated summary than in the map pack. And everyone was trying to get in the top three in the map pack before. So now you're trying to get in the one or two that are in the AI. There's about 32% less contractors and businesses featured in that AI summary. So if you're not in the AI summary, you might be invisible. So what does this mean for you? It means your Google business profile data is now feeding into Google's AI. So your hours, your service, your location, your reviews, your photos, basically everything you put on there is now being pumped into the AI. And that's what the AI uses to decide whether to recommend you. So your profile can't be just good enough. It needs to be complete, accurate, and current. And then the second thing that's changed is that your primary business category is now a huge ranking factor. It accounts for about 32% of the local ranking weight. So you heard that right. A third of your ranking now comes from this one setting. So you want to make sure that your primary category is not something super generic. You want to be in the category you actually are doing the work in. So if your category says contractor, but you're really an HVAC contractor, that's a huge difference because you don't want to be lumped in with all those other uh, general contractors if you're actually doing HVAC work. And if you're a general contractor, but you primarily do kitchen remodels, then list yourself as a kitchen remodeler. It narrows the playing field and it funnels those customers directly to you. So you've got those customers with their credit cards out ready to buy. You want them to find you for that kitchen remodel, not the other guy. All right, number three, review velocity now beats volume. So what does that mean? It means that Google would rather see you get new reviews every month rather than like 50 all at once and then nothing for a year. So you want to have very consistent reviews. So that means asking every customer for a review. So here's the data. 74% of customers only trust the reviews that are in the last month. And then last year, they want to see those star ratings up to 4.5 or better. That's actually up from previous years. So your game just has to be getting better and better. So that means recency and quality matter more than the total count. So your goal should be to get at least 4 new reviews every single month. So you don't want to do a big push and get a whole bunch of reviews and then let it go quiet. You want consistent, steady, real reviews from real customers. So, number four, and I just mentioned this a little bit, but the 4.5 star floor. This is new in 2026, and it is a big deal. About a third of all consumers now refuse to use a business with less than 4.5 stars. That number was 17% last year. So it has nearly doubled. So here's what that means. If you're sitting at 4.2 or 4.3 stars, you're losing customers, not because of your work, but because of your rating. So what's the fix? You need more recent positive reviews to pull that average up. Ask every happy customer. Make it a part of your process. One review a week from a satisfied customer will move the needle fast. And finally, that fifth update. Responding to reviews is now a tracked ranking signal. So that means Google wants to see you respond to those reviews to know that you're keeping your site current and fresh. And the best thing to do is to respond within 48 hours. And it's not really best to just say thanks. Um, you need to show a real response that shows you're engaged with those customers. So part of that ranking, meaning you're up higher than your competitors when people search, is responding to those reviews. And AI pulls those review contents into its summaries on 60% of profiles. So your review responses and your customers' reviews are literally being read by AI and turned into recommendations. Ignore them and you're invisible. So those are the 5 updates: AI overviews, your primary category, review velocity, the 4.5-star floor, and owner response. If you're not doing all 5, your competitor is. And if you need some help or if you want a free audit, let me know. I'll check every one of these for your profile. So here's the bottom line. Google's game has changed and it's going to continue to change. So you need to stay current with this. The businesses that adapt to these current 5 updates, they're going to dominate local search. Businesses that don't, well, they're going to wonder why the phone stopped ringing. So don't let that happen to you. Okay, that was a lot. And maybe you're not doing everything yet, but you can do at least one of these things. Put it into practice this week. It will improve your business, and your business will thank you.